Hey, what's up, Jibriel?
Hi.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Having a good day?
Yeah, man, having a great day, man. Went to the store. Man, it was good, man. Met some really good people. It's really cool. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you?
What's that?
There's this guy. Hold on, I want to see if I can find him on I wanted to find him on Yo, I have this friend on Instagram, right?
Uh-huh.
And his name is Jibriel_deal.
Uh-huh.
Like, how do you feel about that? Do you know him?
No.
You don't know him?
Nope.
Oh, man. J-Real_deal. J-Real.
I don't even like underscores in my username.
Yo, I don't like underscores either. Like, why don't, well, what is your thing about underscores? Like, yo, fuck underscores, yo. Like, why not a hash? Why don't you like underscores?
It just looks weird to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, 'cause you can miss it in a sense, right?
Right, yeah.
It's kind of
Especially if
crazy.
you're writing something that's especially if you mouse over it and there's like an underline under it, you definitely miss it.
Wow. So you're just saying it's whack to use underscores.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I like that, man. Man, it's really good. So what's going on, man? It's been what, like 7 days. What's going on?
A few things.
Dude, man, what's going on, man? Last time we spoke, man, we were talking about some crazy stuff, man. Just like, what's going on, man? Talk to me.
Well, I was just looking up paternity fraud. I'm writing
Identity
something
fraud?
for
You mean identity theft or identity fraud? Is there like a difference?
a
I know you're really, really big on grammar, but like, is it identity theft or is it identity fraud?
I said paternity fraud.
Oh, paternity fraud. Look at me. I apologize. Go. Sorry.
So,
Paternity fraud. What's going on with paternity fraud?
well, I was just reading some stories about testimonies of men who basically they thought the mother of a child lied and said that so and so was the father, and how in many cases men.
Wait,
Did you know
Maury Povich? You're the father?
that? Yeah, basically. Uh, Did you know that if a person Did you know that even if a man is proven not to be the father, courts still oftentimes make them pay child support anyway?
Wait, what? Wait, say
Yeah.
that again?
If a man is found not to be the actual, biological father, the courts still oftentimes force them to pay child support.
Wait, but that doesn't even make sense.
I know.
Wait, how is
And,
that legal?
well, for starters, in some states, if a child is not, in some states, if a man doesn't
Wait,
take a
take your
paternity
time,
test.
man. You just had to restart over like 3 times saying, just take your time, dude.
I'm saying that in some states, if a man takes a paternity test, even if he does take a paternity test, if he doesn't pay child support until then, it really doesn't matter whether the child is his or not. He still has to pay whatever is owed. And there's a loophole that some women like to abuse. So, there have been cases where a man and woman, they could be going their separate ways, and in that time, she could be pregnant and claim that he is the father. So, in other words, that man may not even know about it, but he'll still, like, she could keep this a secret from him, and eventually the courts will go after him saying, you owe this many years of child support. And of course he doesn't know that that's his child, or allegedly his child, so he doesn't get a chance to take the paternity test before that time. So by law, he has to pay what he allegedly owed.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was just reading about this one guy, he owes $65,000. I'll read it for you.
Did you know that they said maternity is a matter of fact and paternity is a matter of opinion? Have you ever heard that?
I have, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tell us more of the story.
All right. This guy's name is Gabriel Corneo, I believe is how you pronounce his name.
Context. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yes. Yeah, so right now he's married with 3 legitimate kids, but last year a deputy came to his house saying that he owes $55,000 in unpaid child support. And what happened was in 2003, his former girlfriend went to court to get child support and named him the father. And they never, no lawyer has ever told him, he never got a notice, he never got anything telling him about this until last year when the deputy came to his house. And in all this time, those bills kept adding up until, last year, up to $65,000. And this guy has never even met this girl, his daughter, never even knew he existed, like I said. And he took a DNA test, and it said that the kid was not his. However, the courts are still telling him to pay this amount of money that he, quote unquote, missed. Or he goes to prison, of course. Yeah. And another story I read is about this guy who, he actually won his case. He, dated a woman in the 80s. The woman went to welfare in 1987 and put his name on the welfare thing as the father of the child. And he was arrested for unpaid child support. However, in his case, they actually sent the notice for the paternity hearing to his house at an old address.
Holy shit.
Also, when somebody came over to his place in person, he was incarcerated for something unrelated. So he basically went years without knowing this. And of course, they ended up taking him to court saying that he owed $30,000 in owed child support.
Oh my gosh. Now that's a bad day.
Yeah. Did you know that about 3.7% of fathers are actually victims of paternity fraud?
How many percent?
3.7.
3.7%?
That's over a million guys raising somebody else's kids.
That's like 1.7% more than 2% milk. You ever thought about that?
Yes.
You said 3.7%?
Yes.
Like 2%. Yeah, it's 1.7% more than freaking 2% milk.
Yes.
3.7% what? Say that again?
3.7% of fathers are victims of paternity fraud.
Oh, man. And what percentage of that 3.7% are still responsible for paying child support like you were just talking about?
I'm not sure. I never
Have
looked
you
at
ever
it.
heard of 1% milk? Like, what if it was 1%? Now, you may laugh and say, well, it's only 1%, but guess what? Two things I know about 1%. One, a lot of people drink 1% milk. The other thing is, if you have 100 men, out of every 100 men, one person is paying child support for a child that's not even theirs. Oh. Gosh. Stuff is deep, man. It's all in the numbers. Did you know that you know how many people are living in the United States right now?
Over 318,000.
318,000?
Yeah.
There's 318,000 people living in the United. Who the hell is this guy?
382 million. That's
Wait, do you know how many people live in the United States right now?
about 318 million.
Out of those 318 million people, do you know how many of those people have mental health issues?
Nope.
Over 40 million people.
Huh.
40 million people. So really think about that. Here you are, you're talking about these freaking numbers here, numbers there. Let me throw you a number. 1 out of every 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 out of 5 people. See, and that's the thing that really pisses me off, Jibril. Like, I'm really going to start talking like myself because you're freaking laughing. This is really, really big stuff. 1 out of every 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have a mental health condition. That means if I put 5 people that I know, let's say you, Carl, Michelle, Cherie, Elizabeth, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 out of every 5, 1 out of y'all 5 have a mental health condition. And you notice I didn't include myself in that 5 because I don't have a mental health condition. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 out of every 5 have a mental health condition. One out of every 5. Like, really think about that. A lot of the times when we're calling people stupid, you idiot, you're dumb, it's really, they have a mental health problem. I mean, if we're going to talk about this thing, let's really talk about the damn numbers. You know how many mental health professionals there are there's 1 mental health professional per 1,000 individuals.
Wow.
So that would be like you sending your kids to a school with 1,000 people in each of their classes. One mental health person for every 1,000. Most churches don't even have 1,000 people in there. All these small churches, most churches are small. You get a pastor of a small church to go to a big church with 1,000 people coming every week, he wouldn't know what to do with it. 56% of American adults with a mental illness did not receive treatment. If you're crazy and you know it, don't get help. If you're crazy and you know it, don't get help. If you're crazy and you know it and your doctor can't even expose it. If you're crazy and you know it, don't seek help. Oh, schizophrenia. Schizophrenia affects more than 21 million people worldwide.
Why are you talking like that?
You know when half of all mental health issues begin? Do you know, Jibril? Do you know?
Childhood?
You're right. Ding, ding. Every time I come around here, ding, ding. By the age of 14, half of all mental health issues begin by the age of 14. 75% by age 24. These are the numbers. These are the numbers we're dealing with. What do you have to say about that?
Well, that's very interesting, especially when you think about how a lot of people, like, judge the mentally ill, like the ones with mental disorders, based on the romanticized stuff they see in the movies or the flat-out stupidity that they see on social media. Attention seekers.
Oh, man. Nobody cares. Hmm.
So, how are you?
Not doing too well, Jibril.
Oh,
No. And,
is there a reason you're talking like Tom from Steve Harvey's stand-up?
yeah,
Sounds like you're about to fire some guy named Willie.
you know, Willie, oh, my God. So what else is there?
What?
What else do we got?
Well, did you know that teachers mark male, female teachers mark male students more
Yeah,
harshly than...
wait. Say the shit over. But this time when you say that shit, I want you to say it without freaking stuttering. Say that shit.
I was saying that statistically, female teachers tend to mark the male students more harshly than they do the female students.
Say that again.
Female students tend to mark the male students more harshly than they do female students. What are your thoughts on that?
When you say that, now when you say that, right? See, this that schizophrenia I was talking about. You see what I'm saying? It's that schizophrenia. So now this is, well, I'm gonna flip on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go into some multiple personality shit. And this is Derek. Meet Derek. So how do I feel about that shit? Yo, I'll tell you like this, son. Yo, you said what? You said female teachers tend to mark male teachers. Wait, say that shit again, yo. That shit sounds slick as hell, kid. Say that shit again, yo.
I was saying that female students tend to mark
Female students?
male,
What?
female teachers.
What the hell is going on? Yo.
You okay?
Am I? You. Is this motherfucker gonna ask if I'm okay? This is what he's changing the whole shit up. First he's talking about female teachers, then he's talking about female students. See, before when I said what is it? I said Carl, Cherie, Michelle, and then I said who? Elizabeth. We might have just found 1 out of the 5. It's you. What the hell is wrong with you? That's 1 out of the 5. My apologies, Carl, Michelle, Elizabeth, and Cherie. My bad. We found who it is. Y'all are cool. Go ahead.
People with mental disorders are not cool?
People with mental disorders are cool, but they do need to seek help. And we've already discussed that. While you over there laughing, trying to get this together, what I want to know is why do so many of these female teachers continuously have sex with their male students? Why?
Well, for starters, they know that they could get away with it more easily.
Obviously not.
I mean, it's more, they say, for lack of a better term, it's more.
Wait, why do I have to get the lack of a better term? You can't give me the term? I can't, I'm not worth a better term? What you're lacking a better term? No, I'll wait for the better term. I want the best. You're just going to give me the lack of a better. That's like asking me, do I want some fresh food or do I want leftovers? Now, I'd rather have the fresh food. I'll wait for the better term.
I'm saying that people tend to have more leniency.
Who has more leniency?
The women do. When a man molests a female student, first off, most people, no matter how good the man looks, most people will agree that he's a monster for doing that. They'll say that he molested the kids. Most people are not going to say that a girl seduced her teacher, and basically portray the girl as this innocent person. But when a woman has sex with a child, people say that, oh, he's lucky, and oh, it wasn't that serious, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, she had mental disorders, etc. And they'll basically, make excuses for her and basically advocate the idea that she doesn't deserve punishment. So yeah, there are a lot of women who basically go around doing whatever they want because they know that they're just, compared to men, they'll get a slap on the wrist as far as stuff like this. I personally don't think this is new. It's just something that's more talked about.
It's not new?
No.
Well, I guess you could say the same about homosexuality and racism. Okay. Nothing new under the sun.
It's not new. It's just happening. It's just that now that everybody has a cell phone, everybody has access to split-second news articles. It's just easier to, put out there in the world.
Have you ever thought about if we didn't have access to cell phones, we may have never known the truth about the terroristic acts that happened on September 11th?
Yep,
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. As long as we know that.
Whistleblowers tended to, like, it wasn't as easy for a whistleblower to do what they do. And it certainly wasn't as easy to remain anonymous while doing it.
The purest form of giving is anonymous to anonymous.
Mm.
Know who said that?
No.
Jay-Z.
Mm. Mm. What are your thoughts on people who, like, brag about their, like, giving? Like, people who talk about giving, how much they give to, like, charities and homeless people. What are your thoughts on people like that?
We already spoke about that, but I'll say my view again. I feel that in most cases we need that. But in some cases we don't. So I have mixed views on that.
Mm.
I have mixed views on that. Because sometimes giving, it inspires other people to give that normally wouldn't give.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Like, you ever see somebody give let's say, like, for example, a homeless person some money, and you walk past that person, but you're like, damn, I would like, you at least think about it, kind of sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, and maybe the next time, like, if you see another homeless person, you'd be like, I'll give him a quarter. How do you feel about it?
I don't particularly care as long as if the homeless person or whoever is getting their money is happy, then it really doesn't matter whether, it really doesn't matter to me whether that person brags or not. The homeless person, I guarantee you, is not going to complain about that person talking about it on social media.
And sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Don't be broadcasting you giving me this money. I don't need it that much.
You ever thought
Because,
it?
I mean, the truth is, they're just like us. They have the same feelings, the same emotions, same issues, same troubles, same problems. Like I said before, is when I was doing the documentary on homeless people, did about 8 or 9 different ones. Like, literally, there was homeless people beef about the same things we beef about. They're still picky. They're still choose. One got a better blanket. I got a better blanket than you. Like my cardboard house is better than yours. Like, look, I got the holes like it looked like a window. Yours is just a box. And you don't think the women, the female homeless people, is attracted to that? The same way. Like, oh, yo, look at his blanket. Yeah, his blanket is. I'm going with him. He got a better blanket, yo. Oh, he know how to get that money. See, I like how he sings to get his money. This other dude, he just has his hand out. He don't even do nothing for it. Oh, he danced for the money. She like, oh, I'm going to go with the dude that's dancing. He's so sexy, fine. Hey, give me that blanket. Ooh, and he got sheets? And he got sheets? Oh, wait, he wears socks? Oh, he don't wear socks. They got the same issues. Act like homeless people don't do makeup. The females do the same thing. They got their same struggles. They be looking in the garbage for wigs and taking weaves out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
There's vegan homeless people. That gets you an edge. Like, oh, he don't eat no meat. Okay. She might go and do Zumba or go running in the morning. Like, damn, look at her. She fine. She got to be the baddest homeless woman ever in history. You don't think they talk about that? Like, yo, she's like Nicki Minaj. She's like Beyonce. There's a Beyonce of homeless people somewhere.
Wow.
Some of them get their nails done. Some of them don't. The ones that do, like, yo, she always stay on point, yo. Man, look at her. They still have beef, relationships. They be fighting, you know what I'm saying, cheating. Just because people think, we got it all screwed up. We do the same thing with fat people. People think just because you get a fat person, like fat people don't get jealous or they don't fear the other person cheating on them just because they fat, sloppy, and ugly. No. It's the same thing. Same thing with homeless people. Homeless people is jealous when they girl or they guy go out to, get the money, go panhandling. Like, you better be back at 5 o'clock, and he don't come back until like 5:36. She like, oh, you was messing with that other girl, huh? Same shit. People think and the guy says that in the video. He didn't say all of what I'm saying, but I'm saying what I observed. But we just automatically think like, yo, they don't have issues. They're just like free. No, they got the same damn issues we got.
If you wanted to rob a bank, how would you do it?
If I wanted to rob a bank, how would I do it? Me being me? Oh, well, first off, I don't want to. So if you say if I had to rob a bank, then maybe I can answer it. But I wouldn't want to. How would you rob a bank?
I don't know. I was watching this like list of the top bank robberies around the world, and there was this one guy who robbed a bank. There was this one guy who was legally blind, and he still managed to rob 17 banks.
And that's your answer to how you would rob a bank?
I said, I don't know.
Damn, you give me the damn bottom of the barrel. So you think so you had enough courage to ask me, like, I got a plan, like, oh, hold on, let me get my notes. How would I rob a bank? Okay, all right, I got it. So if I was to rob a bank, it's so funny you just asked me. I was just thinking about this 2 weeks ago, and I wrote out a whole plan.
Share to share.
No, that's my point. It's like you give me the bottom of the barrel. All right, so if I was to rob a bank, how would I do it?
Yeah.
I definitely, you know what? How would I rob a bank? First off, I would do a big bank. Like a big, big bank. I wouldn't do like a little credit union or a little local bank. I would do a big bank, and I would take my time. Like, it would take me, I would do more planning than I would. I'm not the type, I wouldn't just go in like, yo, tomorrow, I'm going to rob the bank. Nah, I would have to do a lot of planning. I would probably get a job there. Like, get a job at the bank I'm going to rob. Like, be chilling in there, move up, get promoted, do my thing. And then, just law of attraction, just because of my desire of wanting to rob a bank, I'll start connecting with people that also, that's down on their luck, down on their money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll get some people that's out of the country, like illegally here. Maybe I'll find some. You know what? That's probably what I would do. I'll find some immigrants. Like I would find some immigrants that ain't supposed to be here, and they can't really get money, but they're fearless, and we'll do it like that. That's the beginning phases of it. At least that's it. That's how I would do it. I probably wouldn't even use no guns. That way, if we get caught, it'll be less of a, sentence. I wouldn't use guns. There's a smarter way to rob a bank than using guns. Like, I seen this dude at the gym the other day. He made me nervous being in the gym. I would get somebody like him. Like, he looked like he had, like he was going to shoot some people up in the gym. I've never seen a guy look like him before. He was very scary. He looked like he was scary looking. He didn't look like he was it looked like he just got out of jail, like, that morning. It looked like he was sentenced to, 30 years, and he just finished serving his 30th year. And he just got out, fresh out. I'm talking about, he didn't even go home yet. He looked like he just got out and ended up at the gym. He had me. I was looking over my shoulder at the gym. I was like, yo, who are you and who knows you? How did you get in here? Started questioning, canceling my membership. Yeah, this dude coming here every day? Mm-mm. That was terrible, but true.
All right. So what's so terrible about that?
That I experienced it. I'm sure I wasn't the only person who thought that. So one of the last conversations we had, we was talking about Oprah. So have you ever thought about why some people of high influence don't talk about real stuff?
Like who? Like what?
I'm not going to say like who. I'm asking you. Like real stuff, like real issues. Like, let's say Phenomenal Act, the issues that affect the Phenomenal Act, or inequality, or, stuff like that. Like, people of power some people don't talk about those type of issues.
Right.
You ever thought about that?
I see plenty of celebrity, high-ranking people who talk about stuff. For instance, with the kneeling thing, and there's people who talk about Trump.
But but who did you see that is a person of influence that talks about it head on?
Nobody comes to mind in regards to the kneeling.
You don't find that weird? Let's say, for example, a Barack Obama or a Oprah Winfrey. Not knocking them, but you don't find it odd at all that these people aren't on the forefront as much influence and power as they have in the black community?
Yeah, I do.
I think that's pretty amazing.
What are your thoughts on that?
What are my thoughts on it? I don't know. I don't have any thought. It's just fascinating to know that they don't do that. It's just weird. I mean, even Jay-Z stepped out and said it. And normally he doesn't, but he stepped out and, he's doing the little that he can do. And people still don't listen. I'm not saying people will listen, but I am saying that some people just don't do it. Even like a Will Smith, he's a very influential person, but he doesn't touch on like real issues.
Big.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Or even you could say like a Kevin Hart. Like he doesn't talk about anything like real, like that's really going on.
Oh.
And there's no knock. I'm just saying that that's the truth of it. I would love to know why.
Well, one reason is that these like important issues have a tendency to like be one of those things where people like get really divided. Like there's a lot of backlash associated with, like, no matter what side you take, there tends to be a lot of backlash. And I guess a lot of celebrities simply don't want to like get involved in that.
I'm not even talking about celebrities. I'm talking about influential people. It's a big difference. Like Justin Bieber is a celebrity, but he's not a person of influence. Like he's a huge celebrity. Kevin Hart?
Is?
Yeah, Kevin Hart is influential, of course. Unfortunately.
How so?
How is he influential?
Yeah.
I mean, just the fact that he made people he made it cool to not talk about real issues. I think that's influential, and people bought into it. Nobody cares. He may high-five somebody who's saying something on some real issues, but he won't ever step to the front and say, oh, this is what it is. And I always wanted to know why. Some people say it's because they'll lose sponsors and, they'll mess up their money.
Yeah.
But I wonder how they sleep at night, though.
Well, one way to do so is to numb themselves. Some people, they prefer to live their life disconnected from the controversies of the world.
Yeah, but you're influential, though. Like, some people, that's fine. But influence? Like, that's not...
They're just people. Even if a person is, like, powerful and influential, they still have moments where they just don't want to get involved, just like regular people.
I guess. Yeah, it's a tough. It's tough. I know they do. Most of them do. Like they help. They give their time, they give their money, but their voice is a whole nother thing. And I can respect that, especially black influential people, because they don't have. They're fighting for like generational things. So I definitely respect it. I would just. They usually, when people ask them the question, they kind of shy away from it. So you never really get the real answer. My grandmom has this theory. Have you ever heard people say Oprah should run for president?
Yeah.
That my grandmother believes that Oprah is gay.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And she says that that's one of and it makes sense. She makes me really think about it. She's like, that's why she can't really run for president, is because she don't want that to come out. They'll do the research and find out that she's actually gay.
Yeah, look at what happened to Michelle Obama.
What happened to Michelle Obama?
There's a lot of rumors going around saying that she's a transsexual.
What? What?
Yeah.
What? Wait. Come on. That was horrible.
There are those.
Who said this?
Well, for starters, Joan Rivers said it in passing. And also there's this video where she was dancing on Ellen, and like the video like shows like there's a lot of people who claim that she had a bulge in her pants during the dance. So yeah.
I've never heard that before.